Hey, I did a video on gangs, right?
Because one, that's not the purpose of gangs. Gang culture literally be like a family.
Well, it was a lot more. It was a stitch. And at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to endorse gangs. I just say I know a little bit more than the average person on the ins and outs and what the media and what you think you know unless you are in a gang probably might not be right. Might be a narrative to push a certain agenda. However, did you know? And this is good. Okay, generally speaking, there's four groups of gangs. Black gangs, Hispanic gangs, Asian gangs, and white gangs. Did you know it was white gangs? Because I didn't know. Well, until I went to jail. When I went to jail, I seen all these different skinheads with these skinhead tattoos and swastikas. But I digress. Out of them four groups of gangs, the blacks, the Asians, and the Hispanics all have to identify their gang members to other gang members. Just in general, like a part of it is representing your gang. And typically, all of those groups originated differently. From what I've seen, the black gangs originated from trying to defend themselves against white supremacy. I think they say the Sureños was like the Mexican mafia. Then they said the Norteños was like a prison gang. And the Asians was defending themselves against the rest of the gangs. But do you know how the white gangs originated? All the white gangs, they say, originated from a white supremacist group. And all have like those ideologies. And it's far different from the rest of the gangs. But one thing that stuck out to me is in those gangs, they have something called a lone wolf, which is somebody that believes in everything about the gang, but does his own thing and doesn't have to identify that he's a member of said group. Makes you wonder how many gang members you got around you, right? Them lone wolf can be the only ones that don't have to cut their hair off, don't have to get the swastika tattoos. They just have to keep in accord with that program. Bro, while I'm making this video, it comes full circle. I remember I came across some female and her brother was from Peckerwood Gangsters, a white skinhead gang. He was talking about tattooing a black dude, and he was like, and we was on the streets. He like, nah, yeah, I can't do that. He like, if I ever go back to jail, it's gonna be a problem. They're gonna hurt me. So it's things that they have to abide by, like a system and a program, regardless if they wear the obvious stuff. Even though he was obvious, because he was bald headed with tattoos and shit. I was only like 16, I know. However, anyway, the origination of them coming from white supremacist groups. And think about it. Those was low-key political parties back in the day. So there's funding that's different from Crips, Bloods, Norteños, and Asian gangs, Bulldogs, Chicago dudes. There's money behind them off top when they originated. So it makes you think, how many of these people in high positions are gang members from said groups?